Hello students. Now I am going to discuss about how to get a signal flow graph from a block diagram, given block diagram. So if we are having one diagram, block diagram, we have to uh, find the transfer function. So by using block diagram reduction technique we can find the transfer function, but it will take more time. And if we are having the block diagram which is having number of nodes and a number of branches, then it is becoming more complex and we cannot get the correct transfer function. So we can easily get the transfer function first by converting the block diagram into a signal flow graph. And if we are having a signal flow graph, we can easily find the transfer function by using Mason's gain formula. Okay, so first in this session I am going to convert the given block diagram into a signal flow graph. If we are having the signal flow graph, how to calculate the transfer function we already discussed in the last session. Okay, so here I am having summing points and branch points. So we have to first observe the block diagram such that we can place nodes easily. So see here, this is the R of S given. Next I am assuming this as a first node. Okay, this as a first node and this is a last node. Okay, first node, last node. First one I am considering it as a 1 and R of S. Next this is the second node. Okay, from here a branch is going out like this. This is a second node. Next this is a summing point and this summing point is also acting as a node point here. Okay, this is 3. Okay, again I am drawing the block diagram. Next, or no need to draw this block diagram. See first, this is a given first one, second, and the summing point is acting as a third node, right? Next, this is the summing point I am having fourth node. Next this one, fifth branch point. Next this one, 6. Next this one, 7, and finally last one is 8th one. Okay, so are we having any another nodes? Yes, this is a node where incoming branch and outgoing branches. So this is acting as a node. So this is 8th one, then I can consider it as a 9th one. Right, now I am drawing the signal flow graph by observing this diagram. So how many nodes we are having? Totally 9 nodes. 1 to 8 straight and 9th one in the bottom. Okay, so here I am drawing again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 1 to 2 no gain is present. Next 2 to 3 no gain is present. Next 3 to 4 gain G1 is present. 3 to 4 G1. Okay, next 4 to 5 G2, 5 to 6 G3, 6 to 7 no gain. Next 7 to 8 like this. Next here I am having 9th one node. Okay, see, from 3rd node to 4th node, or I can say that from 5 to 9 like this I am having one branch point, but in reverse, right? 5 to 9, this is 5, this is 9. 5 to 9 I am having, in between h1 is there, h1. Next 9 to 4 no gain. Next from here to no gain, 9 to 3, 9 to 3. Okay, again I can write it as a 1. Next I am having from 7 to 2. Okay, what is the gain? G4. Okay, so it is having the direction like this, so it is G4. Next one more, H2 is there from 6 to 4, 6 to 4, and H2 is backward. So this is the signal flow graph. So for this signal flow graph, we can calculate the transfer function easily by using Mason's gain formula. So to calculate the transfer function using Mason's gain formula, what we have to do, there are 5 steps. First we have to see how many forward paths are there, how many. After finding the forward paths, we have to calculate the individual loop gains. Next 2 non-touching loop gains, 3 non-touching loop gains. Next we have to calculate the del and del k, and finally we have to substitute in the Mason's gain formula. Okay, thank you.